Action, but how will all of these overnight cues impact our own markets? We have our research team joining in with how the trade setup looks like, the stocks that are likely to be in the news, and of course the setup on the F&O side of things as well. Firstly, Vivek joins in to get all the market cues we need to watch out for. Vivek, good morning. Some bit of relief in the offing, I guess.
That's right. Expect a very truncated Santa rally. You have a couple of days going into Christmas, and it's a truncated week as well this particular week. When you're talking about how the overnight cues looking at Friday, you did see quite a bit of a bounce back as far as the US markets were concerned. All of the US markets managed to end with gains of over 1%. Now, the other thing that's positive is the fact that crude oil markets actually saw significant sell-off in the week gone by. Friday, they were in the green, but in the week gone by, you did see cuts of almost over 2.5% as far as both Brent as well as NYMEX crude were concerned. When you're talking about the Indian markets last week did very poorly. Biggest weekly fall in over 2 years. Nifty Bank was down almost 5% in the week gone by, and Nifty Pharma Index, was the hiding spot, and that was the sole sectoral gainer. Now, talking about Friday's session, again, a session where any attempt at recovery was sold into very quickly and ended near the day's lowest point. Friday, biggest fall in over 4 months. IT stocks were expected to do well given the fact that Accenture results were good, the guidance was great, but despite that, you did see quite a bit of a sell-off emerging as far as the entire IT pack was concerned. Market breadth largely in favor of declines, advanced decline ratio almost in the ratio of 1:5. Remember, a couple of sectors that did very poorly. One of them was capital goods. Siemens, after the analyst con call, moderating capex as far as the overall environment was concerned, was something that was flagged off by the company. Stock fell, and along with it dragged quite a few of the other capital good names as well. Remember, today you will be seeing a new look Sensex. Zomato is in the Sensex, and it's at the expense of JSW Steel. Asian markets, Gift Nifty, like you indicated, indicating a gap start for our markets today.
Well, out of all things that I've said so far on the show, the most important takeaway was highlighted by Vivek, that it is a truncated week. So Vivek, thanks a lot for that. Over to Abhishek now and list out the stocks that you need to watch out for. Abhishek, good morning. What's on your list?
Good morning, Omas. To begin with, IOC, our board has approved investment of around 657 crore in Niam project in Odisha. So AGI Greenpack, they will raise about 1,500 crore via various methods like preferential issue, QIP and other modes. Now, Competition Commission of India has approved Ultratech Siemens acquisition of India Siemens. So they will acquire about 32.7% stake from the promoter as well as a member of promoter group, and they will make an open offer of around 26% equity in the company for a floor price of 390 per share. Now, this 390 per share is 15% higher than Friday's closing price. Team leads to acquire stake in TSR Darashaw about 90% and about 30% stake in Crystal HR and Security. NHPC has signed a MOU with Bihar government. They will invest about 5,500 crore. They will develop around 1,000 megawatt of solar energy and green hydro, mobility pilot projects in Bihar. Piramal Enterprise, the board has approved about raising 2,000 crore via QIP in one or more tranches. Fortis Healthcare, they will acquire about 7.6% stake in Agilus Diagnostic for a consideration of 429 crore. Vedanta, they will not approve demerger of base metals from undertaking company. The demerger has been pushed on for a future date. NTPC Green Energy, they have signed memorandum of understanding with the Bihar government as well. Back to you.
Abhishek, thanks a lot for that. And finally, over to Sudarshan, who joins in with cues from the F&O space. Sudarshan, good morning. A forgettable week for the index, the worst of 2024. Some key levels breached as well. What's the F&O setup looking like?
Morning, Harma. So while recovery is likely indicating what Gift Nifty is indicating, and even cues like we have the healthy cues, but we'll have to see if we hold on to those recovery, because it was like last week we saw Nifty posting biggest fall in the last 30 months. All the major indices were down. Nifty and Sensex were down almost 5%. It was a big fall that we have seen in mid-cap index too. And for today, Gift Nifty is indicating a healthy start. Gift Nifty is currently up almost 200 points. But on the F&O front, data remains unsupportive. Talking about the flows in the cash market first, FIs continue to sell. On Friday, we saw FIs selling almost with 3,600 crore, and DIs have bought around 1,370 crore. In the futures market, two FIs have sold more than 1,500 crore, while they have added long positions of 6,700 contracts. But in front of that, they have added short positions as well, and they have added short positions of more than 29,700 contracts. And with this, FI's long exposure now reduced to 31%, which is the lowest level that we have seen in last 1 month. But on the client side, long exposure remains healthy and it's currently at 65%. On the options front, two call options that were active, 23,900 and 23,800. And on the put side, 23,200 put has seen addition of almost 22 lakh shares. And here, premium is almost 49. Important levels for Nifty, support is now seen somewhere around 23,250 and resistance is at 23,850. That is also 200 daily moving average. Now, lastly, stocks in focus. Two stocks that have come out of ban, and those stocks are NMDC and PVR Inox. And one stock has entered FNO ban, that is RBL Bank. So keep an eye on these stocks as well.
RBL Bank exited the FNO ban on Friday, back in it today. So Sudarshan, thanks a lot for that update. Time for a